In every corner of our world, from the deepest oceans to the highest canopies, a silent, vibrant language is being spoken. It is the language of color, a dynamic force that dictates the very rhythm of life and death. I invite you to join me, treasurer, on a journey into this spectacular realm to discover how animals wield color not just as a beautiful adornment but as a sophisticated language, a life-saving shield, and an indispensable tool for survival. We will witness creatures that vanish into thin air and others that shout their presence with dazzling displays, each hue and pattern a testament to the relentless ingenuity of evolution. This is a world where skin is a canvas, constantly changing to meet the demands of the moment. We will delve into the remarkable science that underpins these transformations, exploring the microscopic cells and intricate mechanisms that allow an animal to repaint itself in the blink of an eye. From the dense, humid rainforests to the stark, frozen tundra, we will uncover the secrets behind these astonishing color-changing adaptations, revealing how a simple shift in pigment can mean the difference between finding a meal and becoming one. The story of survival is etched in every shade and shadow of the natural world. It is a story of breathtaking beauty and ruthless efficiency, and it deserves to be told. If you find yourself captivated by these tales of nature's artistry, I encourage you to like this video and share it with others. By doing so, you help spread this profound fascination with the myriad ways life has found to endure and to flourish on our extraordinary planet. Let our exploration begin. Here in the ancient forests of Madagascar lives a true master of chromatic artistry, the chameleon. For generations we believed its remarkable ability to change color was purely for concealment, a simple act of blending in. But the truth is far more complex and fascinating. The chameleon's skin is a living tapestry, woven with specialized cells called chromatophores. These cells, layered like a painter's palette, contain different pigments. By expanding or contracting these cells in response to its mood, the temperature, or the need to communicate, the chameleon orchestrates a symphony of color across its body, a visual broadcast of its innermost state. This is not just camouflage, it is a conversation. A male, vibrant with brilliant greens and yellows, signals his dominance and readiness to mate, a stark warning to any rivals who might dare to challenge him. A female may respond with a pattern of muted browns and creams, indicating she is not receptive. A sudden fright can drain the color completely, while the warmth of the morning sun might inspire a darker hue to absorb more heat. Every shift is a word, every pattern a sentence, revealing the intricate social dynamics of these solitary, yet deeply expressive reptiles. We descend now beneath the waves to the coral gardens where another shapeshifter holds court. The octopus, a creature of profound intelligence, possesses a camouflage system of almost supernatural capability. It doesn't just change color, it changes texture and pattern, vanishing against any backdrop with startling speed. Its skin is a high-resolution screen, controlled directly by its large complex brain. In a fraction of a second, it can replicate the precise color, mottling, and even the three-dimensional texture of a piece of coral, a patch of sand, or a seaweed-covered rock, becoming a phantom on the seafloor. But its mastery extends beyond simple invisibility. The octopus is a mimic, an impressionist of the deep. When threatened, it can abandon camouflage and instead adopt the guise of a more dangerous creature. It might flatten its body and trail its arms to imitate a venomous flatfish, or gather its tentacles to resemble a toxic sea snake, swimming with an entirely different gait. This is a cognitive leap, a deliberate act of deception that requires not only changing its appearance, but also altering its behavior to sell the illusion. In the octopus, we see an intelligence so alien, yet so undeniably sophisticated, that it challenges our very understanding of what a mind can be. A close relative of the octopus, the cuttlefish, has elevated the art of skin display to an entirely different level. Its abilities are so refined, they almost defy belief. The skin of a cuttlefish is packed with millions of chromatophores, each one individually controlled by the brain, allowing for the creation of dynamic pulsating patterns that ripple across its body like a living television screen. These are not static changes. They are flowing hypnotic waves of light and dark, used for a dazzling array of purposes. For camouflage, it can generate patterns of such high fidelity that it dissolves completely into the visual noise of the seabed. But it is in communication that the cuttlefish truly excels. A male might display a striking zebra stripe pattern on one side of its body to court a female, while simultaneously showing a drab female-like pattern on the other side to deceive a rival male. This is split-screen signaling, a feat of neuroprocessing that is simply staggering. During a hunt, it can create a mesmerizing strobing display to daze its prey, a hypnotic light show that momentarily paralyzes a crab or a small fish just before the fatal strike. The cuttlefish wears its thoughts on its skin, offering us a direct visual insight into the complex decisions of an invertebrate mind. On the vast, seemingly featureless plains of the ocean floor, survival depends on becoming part of the landscape. And few are more adept at this than the flounder. This flatfish begins its life swimming upright, like any other fish. But as it matures, a strange transformation occurs. One eye migrates across its head to join the other, and the fish tips over to live its adult life on its side. This bizarre anatomy is the key to its success. Lying flat against the substrate, it presents the smallest possible profile to predators swimming above. Its true genius, however, lies in its skin. The flounder's upward-facing side is a mosaic of chromatophores that are exquisitely sensitive to the light and pattern of the ground beneath it. By observing its surroundings through its strangely positioned eyes, it can adjust its color and speckling to match the gravel, sand, or mud with breathtaking accuracy. It can replicate the dappled light filtering through the water or the intricate pattern of a seashell-strewn bed. The process is so perfect that the fish simply ceases to exist to the casual observer, a ghost hidden in plain sight, waiting patiently for an unsuspecting shrimp or worm to wander within reach of its hidden mouth. We travel now to the vast frozen wilderness of the Arctic, a world painted in stark whites and greys. Here, survival is a battle against the elements as much as against other creatures. The Arctic fox is a master of this unforgiving environment, and its secret weapon is a coat that changes with the seasons. In the long winter, when the land is buried under a thick blanket of snow, the fox is cloaked in a coat of pure brilliant white. This immaculate fur provides not only essential insulation against the biting cold, but also near-perfect camouflage against the snow and ice. As the brief Arctic summer arrives, melting the snow to reveal the tundra's rocky, moss-covered ground, the fox undergoes a complete transformation. It sheds its thick white fur, replacing it with a thinner, brownish-gray coat that allows it to blend seamlessly into the summer landscape. This seasonal molt is not a conscious choice, but a response hardwired into its physiology, triggered by the changing length of the day. This dual identity is crucial, allowing the fox to hunt its prey, lemmings and birds, and evade its own predators, like polar bears and eagles, throughout the entire year, a perfect adaptation to a world of dramatic seasonal change. High in the humid canopy of the rainforest, the air is alive with the calls of the tree frog. These small amphibians are vulnerable, their soft skin offering little protection from the many predators that share their leafy world. Their survival depends on their ability to disappear. Many species of tree frog have developed the ability to subtly yet effectively alter their skin color. During the day, while resting motionless on a leaf, a frog might adopt a bright uniform green, perfectly matching the foliage and rendering it invisible to a passing snake or bird. But as dusk falls and the hunt begins, its needs may change. Against the darker backdrop of a tree trunk or the forest floor, a bright green would stand out. And so, the frog can slowly shift its color to a mottled brown or a dusky gray, pigments concentrating or dispersing within its chromatophores to suit the new environment. This change is often influenced by temperature, humidity, and even the frog's stress level. It is a slow, deliberate process compared to the instantaneous shifts of a cuttlefish, but it is no less vital, a subtle art of concealment that allows this delicate creature to navigate its perilous vertical world. The world's reefs and rivers are a kaleidoscope of color, and for the fish that live here, color is the primary means of communication. Many fish possess chromatophores that allow them to change their appearance for a variety of reasons. For some, like the peacock wrasse, it is a language of courtship. A male, normally quite drab, can flash brilliant blues and oranges in an instant to attract a mate, a fleeting signal of his genetic fitness. Once the display is over, he can revert to his muted tones to avoid attracting the unwanted attention of a predator. For others, color change is a tool of aggression or submission. A dominant cichlid in an African lake might display intensely dark bars to intimidate rivals, while a defeated individual will pale in submission, signaling that it is no longer a threat. This ability to rapidly switch signals is incredibly efficient, resolving conflicts without the need for physical and potentially fatal combat. From the coral grouper that can pale or darken to blend with its surroundings while hunting, to the small goby that signals its cleaning services to larger fish with a bright stripe, color is a dynamic, versatile tool that governs the complex social order beneath the water. In the scorching deserts of Australia, color plays a role that is as much about physics as it is about biology. The bearded dragon, a popular and charismatic lizard, uses its color not only to communicate but also to regulate its own body temperature. As a cold-blooded reptile, it relies on external sources of heat to function. In the cool morning, a bearded dragon will appear very dark, almost black. This dark pigmentation is excellent at absorbing solar radiation, allowing the lizard to warm up its body quickly after the cold desert night. As the sun climbs higher and the temperature soars, the lizard's skin begins to lighten, shifting to a pale tan or yellow. This lighter color reflects sunlight, helping the dragon to avoid overheating in the punishing midday heat. But color also serves as a social signal. A dominant male will darken its beard, the spiny pouch under its chin, to a jet black, puffing it out to intimidate rivals or impress a female. It is a powerful, unambiguous statement of intent. For this desert dweller, color is a thermostat, a shield, and a megaphone, all rolled into one. We have journeyed through a world painted with living color, witnessing how the chameleon speaks with its skin, how the octopus becomes a ghost, and how the Arctic fox wears the seasons as a cloak. From the hypnotic displays of the cuttlefish to the thermal regulation of the bearded dragon, we have seen that color is one of nature's most versatile and powerful inventions. It is a testament to the billions of years of trial and error, a constant evolutionary dialogue between a creature and its environment. The secrets we have unveiled today are but a few threads in an infinitely complex and beautiful tapestry. The ability to change color is more than just a trick. It is the very essence of adaptation. It is the art of survival, painted across scales, skin, and fur. These remarkable animals remind us that the natural world is filled with a richness and ingenuity that we are only just beginning to comprehend. There are countless more stories of survival hidden in plain sight, waiting to be discovered. The vibrant, shifting, and silent language of color is all around us, a constant source of wonder and inspiration. If this exploration of nature's colorful secrets has sparked your curiosity and deepened your appreciation for the animal kingdom, please help us share this fascination. By liking and sharing this video, you allow these incredible stories of survival to reach a wider audience, fostering a greater connection to the planet we all call home. Thank you for joining me, Treasure on this journey. Continue to look closely at the world around you, for it is far more colorful than you can possibly imagine.